Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I'm Rebecca, the program director for the Joslyn Center, and we are back with Kitten Friday. Say hi, Gam. Look at me, I'm so big. So these guys are 35 days old today, which is convenient because this is episode 35 of the Joslyn Show. So, because they are 5 weeks old, this is when we start weaning these guys. They're also very playful and very active, and this starts to be the age where they're really a lot of fun to watch and to try to keep in line, because this is where they get naughty. But we are transitioning them from their bottle to wet food. So I'm going to grab their wet food and see if they want to eat it. They are a little uncertain of what it is so far. They're not quite sure what to do with it, but we're gonna give it a try. So we feed them on a puppy pad because they are not very clean eaters. They love to make a mess. Come here, Stry. Come here. You wanna see what I got? Hi. So an easy way to get kittens interested in wet food is to use your finger, because they're used to being hand fed because we bottle fed them since they were born. So if you use your finger and kind of introduce them to it, sometimes that's a good way to convince them that this is food and therefore delicious. And Strider is really good about wet food. He has been doing a great job. I think we just started giving him wet food in the last day or two, and he loves it. But I'm gonna pull his brother over. This is Gam. And Gamgee is not as convinced by the wet food. Come here, buddy. Kittens tend to wean at their own pace. Sometimes they get really excited about wet food. Sometimes they really don't understand it and they prefer their bottle. And that's totally okay. One thing that Gamgee does like is Gerber baby food. So this is chicken, and this is not ideal to feed them full time, but as a little enticement to get them to consider the wet food, sometimes they will enjoy a little bit of baby chicken food. So I'm going to reestablish the boundary so that it does not try to escape, and then we're going to see if the wet food will help them eat. See, I told you they were at the naughty phase. Alright, you ready, Gam? So I'm just going to take a little spoonful of this and put it right on top of his wet food. Ah, see, he's going over the lid because he knows that the lid smells good. Come here, buddy. Come over here. Your brother's on that side. Come over here. Look, see that? Ooh, yummy. So he likes this stuff. So if I put a little bit on the wet food, sometimes I can convince him to eat the wet food. So weaning is a whole process, and it looks different for every kitten. See how Gam took a bite and then ran away? He's going to be a bottle baby for a little bit longer, but that's alright. Whereas Strider is going to town on his. Good job, buddy. So we know that it's time to wean, not just because they are 5 weeks old, but because they've got some teeth now. So their premolars are in the back, they've got their big chompers in the front, and that is a good sign that they're ready for some meat and to try something else. I lost one. The KMR, the kitten formula that we've been using, isn't great to keep kittens on forever. Their stomach stops being able to tolerate it at a certain point. So then it's good to have them wean. But let's see if Gam wants his bottle. Yeah, I thought so. You're a big baby. You see how he's chewing on the nipple? He wants to wean, he just doesn't quite know how to go about that. So we're working on it. We'll help him. Oh, buddy. There we go. Good job. A little more? Yeah? So he's also using his tongue and not curling it like he used to drink from the nipple. So he's not doing that, he's actually like lapping at it, which is another sign that he's ready to wean. Because we can start introducing a water bowl and things like that that requires some more work. Huh, buddy? You're almost ready for that. You're distracted? But he's big and alert, and he's got a nice little chunky belly. Huh. You do. And he and his brother are playing and running around. See how your brother eats? Look how good he does. No, not interested. Alright. Well, we keep weighing them every feeding just to make sure that they're still gaining, because even though they're weaning, they can still have trouble eating, or it doesn't agree with them very well, which can be the case for these guys. Sometimes they have sensitive tummies, so we keep an eye on that. So we're out of the scariest part of kitten raising, which is that really fragile, vulnerable first couple of weeks. And we're into the part that can be a little bit more fun, where you get to watch them play and interact and get into trouble. We have to baby-proof the whole nursery. It's a thing. But we're glad to do it, huh? Because you're just so cute. So, at the Joslyn, we are continuing to make calls to everybody and to check in on you guys. So if you haven't received a call yet, or if there's something that you need or something you have questions about, please feel free to call in. We are at 760, don't step in the food, 340-3220. We are still doing our Meals on Wheels deliveries, our problem solving strategies, that's counseling over the phone, which is a great option to have. We have our Penny's Pantry coming up next Friday from 7:30 to 9:30. And then we have lots of engagement opportunities for you guys. So we are going to do virtual bingo next week. It'll be the very first time that we're trying it. So keep an eye out on our Facebook page and on our e-newsletter for more information about that. We're going to do it via Facebook Live, and you can do any bingo card that you already have at home, or you can download one offline, or I can email you one. And in addition to that, we have lots of other things in our e-newsletter, like send us your selfie. So I want to see a selfie of what you've been doing during quarantine. Maybe you have been raising kittens like I have, or maybe you've been gardening or cooking, or exploring new technology. So send me a selfie so I can see what you're up to, and we'll share it with the rest of our Joslyn fans. We also have a bingo card that you can do at home, and that is also in our e-newsletter and a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for those, and we are starting to talk at the Joslyn about the very best ways to serve you guys going forward, and what that'll look like, and how to keep everybody really safe as the state and the county start to reopen. So as soon as I have more information, I will let you guys know, but right now we are in the planning phases to make sure that we're prepared, and you'll be in very capable hands once we are able to reopen again. But in the meantime, we'll keep doing Kitten Fridays and the rest of our Joslyn Variety Show. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this and maybe learning a little bit. Fostering is a great way to stay involved in the community and to make a difference in the lives of animals. So they're both hiding behind me right there. Come here. One kitten. Where's your brother? Oh, he's trying to escape. Two kittens. So we'll have these guys probably another 3 weeks or so, but we've hit our halfway point, which is great because then they can go to the forever home. So if anybody is interested in adopting a kitten, there are over 100 kittens just like him through the Palm Springs Animal Shelter in foster right now, and they are all going to be ready for adoption very soon. So if you think that you might like to bring a kitten or two into your life, it's about that time. So watch out for these guys. They will be at the shelter soon, along with all of the other kittens that are out in foster right now. And they'll bring a lot of joy to you, I promise. Alright guys, you have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday for our Joslyn Variety Show operations update. And stay safe and be well. Alright, say bye, Stry. Bye.